Hey there, music fans, welcome back. Got another album for you. This is the sequel to Charlie's Angels, the 2000 film. It's even more bonkers. This is Charlie's Angels Full Throttle, the soundtrack, or I guess music from the motion picture. That's how they call it. I got this from Goodwill actually a while back. I think it was like 4 years ago, something like that. I'm glad I did. And I actually found both of them at the same Goodwill, so that's kind of cool, I think. I love this film. It's super dumb. Like, if you love the first Charlie's Angels movie and you haven't seen this one, it's even more silly, even more dumb, even bigger action, a lot of comedy. It's really entertaining, these two movies. And part of that is the cast. There's a lot of people in these films. It's almost insane. But this is the CD soundtrack. It's almost entirely classic songs. There's almost all of them are just older songs, which is great, I think, because I'm a big fan of older music. I'm getting into it more. And this is an example. I'm being a little bit careful with this one because the CD is a little bit loose. For some reason, when I got this in the store, like when I picked it up and I opened it, it almost fell out of the case. We'll get to that. But here, I'll talk about the physical packaging first. It's pretty standard. It's very similar to the first Charlie's Angels like poster. It's very similar because it's the same universe, right? The logo's a little bit different, but it's the poster for the sequel where it's got the angels facing away from us, and we've got Cameron's Natalie. She's doing the two with her finger. It's so good. I love when they like poke fun at the logo because they did that for Ghostbusters 2, which I think is brilliant in the logo. Side tangent, whatever. This one actually does have it still has the stickers from the release. This came out in 2003, so a few years after the first film, and it still has those stickers. You know, you can see it says play Charlie's Angels Angel X online game. You can go to that website. Probably not there anymore. You can see this sticker though is bigger. It says new music featuring Feel Good Time by Pink, new music by Nickelback, David Bowie, and 9 classic hits. So yeah, it's just advertising, the older stuff. Just like the first movie, there's a lot of action. This is a big action movie, which is part of the reason why I love these so much. And they are very fun as well. And the music, they can't play a lot of it, but they do have quite a bit in here. You can see the cast here. Diaz, Barrymore, Lou, we already know that. Full Throttle. Here's the spine. And I like the red. This has a really cool background color. It's almost like an orangey red. It's very cool. Reminds me of Mission Impossible 2, which I believe also came out around this time. So that's cool. You can see the track list here, stacked. We got 14 songs. This is about an hour, I believe, 60 minutes, a little bit over that. It's a good amount of music, and most of these songs fly by. We'll get to that. This movie was once again directed by McG, who has a history of doing music videos. So if you're wondering why these movies feel like music videos, that's why, because he directed a lot of them. It's really just a big budget, explosive action thriller with some comedy. That's what these are. This movie especially. It's really silly. It's really dumb, but it's fun. You can see the different casts, just all the movie stuff down here. PG-13, Sony soundtrack, whatever. Here's the inside, and this is part of the problem with this one. The particular case, for whatever reason, this CD loves to fall out. It always happens. It's not doing it now because I'm not moving it, but as soon as I touch it, maybe. No? Well, it usually likes to fall out. We'll just show you the CD real quick. It's black. It's got a really cool red and black look to it. It's very cool. The Charlie's Angels logo is very shiny. It's got the ladies in silhouette. It's so cool. It's really cool. Unfortunately, there's nothing on the back of that. But what I do like is you would get an insert, just like the last one. This one is great. It's got the poster, and here we can see some of the cast members. We've got Demi Moore as the villain in this one, spoiler. And then we got Bernie Mac as the new Bosley, replacing Bill Murray. And we've got Justin Theroux as another villain. There's so many people in this. I'm telling you, these movies are stacked with actors. It's insane. But yeah, we've got all these different scenes, such as some of the action, some of the comedy, some of the disguises. There's the Thin Man, once again played by Crispin Glover. We can see more of the scenes. There's a particularly funny scene. There's the ladies right there. I love this picture right here. It's very nice. And it folds out once again to show you some of the music. This time it's a little bit different. The insert's a little bit different. It's like vertical. It's the Feel Good Time, Saturday Night, Rebel Rebel. We'll get to all these songs in just a few minutes. And this, oh yeah, this is cool. So on the back you can see the motocross action scene where they're fighting some of the bad guys on the motorbikes. It's so good. And it's very early 2000s, but I love it for that. And yeah, that's the insert. It's pretty nice. It's in very good condition for being so old. But yeah, let me slip that back in there. This case also has a crack in it. You can probably see it. There it is. It fell out. There it is. It fell out on camera. See, I told you, this CD loves to fall out. It's not even cracked. It's just this part is loose. This, whatever. We're moving on. Let's put this at the back and keep it there for the rest of this video. Anyway, so this has a lot of classic songs, which are all, they sound amazing. Especially because this is a CD, they really sound amazing. Because this quality, CD quality, I've heard, is better than any other format, especially digital. Digital music is good, but it definitely doesn't sound as crisp as the I don't know. The way they master the CD quality, it's just something, it just sounds way better than anything else. And because these are old songs and they're remastered, they sound even better. I'll get to the old songs later. I actually want to touch on some of these newer ones at the time. So I gotta pick my top 3. My favorite is the opener track, Feel Good Time by Pink. I'm not even like a big Pink fan, but there's just something about this song. It just sounds so awesome. It's very punchy. It has a great bass line, and it just sounds great. The beat is really what keeps me coming back to this one. And it plays at the motocross. Pink actually has a cameo, which is really cool. So that's cool. A very good track. That's my favorite. And then second favorite is Electric Six. This is a newer track at the time. Danger, High Voltage. It's fantastic. It's like a hard pop rock song, and just sounds super amazing. That's gonna be, all of these songs sound amazing. But that one in particular, it just has this great sound to it. It's really fast, really great. And there's 2 singers on this one, and they both sound awesome. And then my third favorite is Nickelback, Saturday Night All Right for Fighting. That's actually a cover by Elton John's version, or it's a cover of his. And it's so loud, it's so in your face, it's so super aggressive. But I like Nickelback a lot, and this sounds great. It just has this amazing quality to it, and it's super, the drums sound fantastic, and Kid Rock is amazing. He's a feature on this, so that helps even more. So yeah, that's my third favorite. And one that I have to highlight as well, another newer one, is Nas featuring Pharrell Williams. It's almost like this rap about, girls and comparing them to Charlie's Angels. It's really silly, but it sounds super good. It has this really cool rap feel to it. The beat is not like something I've heard before, so that it's really nice to hear. I really like that. That's probably my fourth favorite, is that one. And they both rap really nicely. It just sounds very pleasant to me. Very nice. Love that one. That's a highlight. Another highlight is Edwyn Collins, A Girl Like You. So this one's an older one, and it's really well done. It's about how obviously Collins is talking about he's falling in love with a girl, and there's so many great parts to this one. It's got like 3 different stages, and it sounds great. I especially love the beat. A lot of these beats are very special. They sound very unique to me. You just have a great sound. Again, kind of repeating myself, but yeah, they all have to sound great. Obviously, a classic, MC Hammer. You can't touch this. Phenomenal song. Obviously, probably the best on here in terms of like everyone knows it and it's amazing. And the song that it's sampling is Super Freak, which is even better, I think. Both are the Super Freak is not on here, but I'm just saying it's an amazing song. Both are amazing, so that's obviously a highlight. Um, a couple songs I don't like is number 11, Andy Gibb. I just want to be your everything. Really don't like this. I really don't. It's like disco, but it's falsetto. It doesn't work for me. I don't like it. I tried to like it this last listen. I just could not get into it. Let's see. There's another one I don't like. Right after that, Natalie Cole. This will be an everlasting love. This is obviously a very big part of the 90s. I just again, same thing. It's a little better, but not by much. It's another disco song, but I just don't like the vocal style of these two artists. I don't like it. I really don't like this one. It's not good. These are two I could have taken them out. I don't know. They just do not work for me. But if they work for you, fine. That's great. Good for you. I just don't like them. I'm gonna try to get to these other ones. Obviously, another classic, Bon Jovi, "Living on a Prayer." Awesome. It's amazing. It's just an amazing song. Great beat, great vocals. Classic. Another classic is "Journey." "Any Way You Want It." That's fire. Both of these are fire, back to back. Bangers. Amazing classics for sure. I mean, I don't have much to say. They're great. One that I think is very underrated is Beach Boys' Surfer Girl. It's a much slower one. This is the slowest song on the album. And it sounds very nice. It's a very summery kind of song. It's slower. It's very operatic. And it reminds me of the Beatles, which is kind of a good thing. I like it a lot. It's not my favorite, but it does work. One that I think is really nice is Loverboys, Working for the Weekend, another classic one. I love that one a lot. Really like the sound. Same with David Bowie's Rebel Rebel. This is a remaster. Sounds great. Or no, this is a remake. So that's really cool. It sounds great again. I really like his vocal style. He's talking about a girl he's taking out. She looks great. She's like a rebel. It's really, really, I really like it. Actually, there's one more that I don't like. I just realized there's 3 that I don't like in this one. It's the last track, actually. Donna Summer, Last Dance. I mean, I definitely like it better than 11 and 12, but it's still, I mean, it's fine. I can listen to it. It's okay. It's definitely not my favorite, but at least it's not terrible. I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10. It's definitely not bad. It's just one that I kind of wish they would end it with "You Can't Touch This." I think they could have swapped those two. That would have been better to end on his, because his song is just fire. It's so good. Um, yeah, I think I've talked about all these tracks. This one's gonna be a little bit longer because I have a lot to say on these older ones. Just every older track, pretty much, aside from those 3, is fire. This whole soundtrack is banging from top to bottom. Again, aside from those 3, I could take or leave. But it just sounds so good because they have all of these full songs on here, and they all sound amazing, back to back to back to back. Just like the first Charlie's Angels soundtrack, which was also fantastic. They're just older songs. I mean, obviously there's some new ones too. The new ones are amazing too. Saturday Night, banger. Danger is a banger as well. Feel Good Time, like they all play in the film, obviously, but not for very long because it's an action movie. They have to keep it going. But I mean, it's a fantastic soundtrack in my opinion. I think I might like this soundtrack more than the first. I just think it has most of these I think are better songs, I think. But I'm glad I got both of them together because I don't know. I love these movies. They're super entertaining. And the soundtracks are also very fun to listen to. Um, and they're very well produced. That's another thing I'd say. They're very well mastered and they sound fantastic. So I'm a big fan of these movies, big fan of these soundtracks. But the question is for you, what do you think is better, Charlie's Angels or Full Throttle? Or do you prefer the 2019 version? And what do you think of these soundtracks? Do you like the first or the second better, or do you like, again, the newer one better? And what are your thoughts on the songs? Do you think they're good? Do you think they're bad? And what are your thoughts on jewel cases, by the way? Let me know your thoughts as well on that. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for the long length, but I had a lot to say on this one. Thank you for your support. I'll see you in the next album review. Thank you once again. Have a great day, and I'll see you later.